are also vendors. We can get you anything that you need, and we can help you get what is appropriate and makes sense for your level, where you're at in your extracting and your hive population and where you're going, because that can save you a lot of money over time if you kind of have a little bit of a tendency to invest in the right things. And so that's one of the things that we do, is help people get set up with the right sized equipment for them and their situation at all levels. Okay, I do want to go over really quickly where we're at in the calendar. And so this is right here, we're in May, and so we are at peak nectar flow. This green line is the hive population. We should be peaking out in populations. Of course, anybody here that's got beehives knows that that is not the case for all of them. Some of them are peaking, some have peaked and swarmed, some are still coming into their peak, but as a whole, bees are in this peak flow during this nectar flow with all this rain. We're going to get hot, and so our nectar flow in this area basically slows down or cuts off about the second week of June. We may be a little ahead of that. I don't, Ray, what are you seeing?
Right now, I'm still seeing stuff coming in. So
yeah.
Good, but
yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of seeing the same thing. We're making honey right now, but you know, I don't know what the rain, they keep bringing it in and pushing it out, and bringing it in and pushing it out. And then when it gets hot and dry and clovers and everything dries up, then we're in the dearth period and things get a little more challenging. But that's usually out here, end of June into July, we get into the dearth. And at that point, we're just kind of holding what we've got, try to get the bees through that dearth period. In this area, that's like a 6 or 8 week period. Excuse me, let me grab a drink here real quick. I got one. Okay, so we are going to have the 6 to 8 week period of the dearth. And then the beekeeping calendar starts over in August. And so this class, we're going to take July off because it's very hot over here in July as well. August class, we need to have the class in August. We were hoping to have that in the new location. Likely not going to be the situation, so we will probably take our August class and pull it earlier, an hour earlier. But watch your calendars for that, just so we don't bake in this side of the building. But we need to talk about varroa management in August, and we need to be checking and treating for mites so we get bees ready for the winter time. So we're going to have that class. Not sure what it looks like yet, so stay tuned. So in the hive, again, their main focus in the hive is all resources. And Melissa in the pollen traps, they're bringing in a lot of pollen as well right now. So we have peak population, heavy pollen, massive nectar foraging. And then if they've swarmed or if we need to, like they're establishing new queens. The beekeeper's focus this time of year is make honey. So this is your opportunity to get a crop, get a yield, as long as you're in the second year. So the first year hive is going to be just getting through winter. You might get a little extra honey that first year, but largely your honey production comes in year 2. So if you're in year 2 or beyond, you're making honey. We're keeping ahead of the space when they're got this huge nectar flow coming in. We're pulling supers and replacing them, doing some honey extracting, and then checking on your queens. If you got hives that you know you want to requeen, now's a good time to get that done so you can get through. Yes?
What's a super?
Super. So a super is, I don't have a hive. I didn't bring a hive this class, but a super is just the honey box. So they raise babies in a brood box, and then everything above that extra is called a super. It's a box on top. It's just kind of like their pantry, right? So they're storing extra for winter. And then keep track of your varroa, and then again, queen genetics, like this is an important time. If replacing queens, making sure you've got a good queen. Going into the dearth, they're going to be slowing down and reducing the population anyway, so it's a good time to requeen so that when you get into August and start making winter bees in September, October, that you can have good queen genetics to do that with.